Dear students, as for now, I talked about the atomic spectra arises from a single atom in gaseous state. As you know, the molecules are the composition of they are made by the atoms. Like here, it is boron, fluorine or BF3 structure. Similarly, this is methane CH4, or for a diatomic we can say like it is oxygen or it is nitrogen. Similarly, benzene structures. So we have so many complex structures. If we talk about the molecular spectra, what will be the molecular spectra, how it is different from the atomic spectra, then it is better to first start from a diatomic molecule. Suppose here I have taken the diatomic molecule. So what will happen? In case of the diatomic molecule, the molecular spectra we get a band structures. There are several lines where they are very close to each other. So why it happens? So today I will explain the introduction of a molecular spectra. What are the different levels, energy levels, and what are the phenomena which produces these type of band structure. So as you know, when the radiation interacts with the molecule, what will happen? Suppose one radiation interacts with the molecule, then it may rotate the molecule like this, or it may rotate like this. I will explain it later in the rotational model. Or it may create a vibration of the atoms in the internuclear axis, around the internuclear axis. So, and there will be a third one, that when there will be a high energy of the radiation, then there will be the electronic transition. It means that the electrons of this molecule, they will go from lower energy state to the higher energy state. It means that there are the three phenomena arises. One, if radiation of the lower energy, it interacts with the molecule, it produces a rotation, and normally it is in the microwave region, and therefore as you can remember that in our atmosphere, carbon dioxide and like H2O, they are the greenhouse gases. They interact with the microwave region or IR region radiations, and they absorb those radiations. Similarly, if the radiations in the near infrared region, then if they will interact with the molecule, they will just produce a vibrational spectra because of the absorption in the vibrational states. And if we have the radiations in the electron volt order, and if interacts with the molecule, then there will be transition from the electronic state from lower to higher energy electronic states. So it means if we get a molecular spectra, then there will be the bands, and that bands comprises of three components. One is from electronic transition, another is from vibrational transition, and third one is from the rotational transitions. So now I will explain what are these transitions. When we take the case of diatomic molecule, then we assume that we are bringing two atoms closer to each other. Then we get the potential energy diagram like this. And this shows that there is a equilibrium position where the attractive force and repulsive force that are minimum, combination of that is minimum, which is a internuclear separation. At this the potential energy is minimum, and if we bring the atoms closer, then again the repulsive forces will increase, and if we bring far apart, then it will go and it will again increase, and then the molecule will break into the atoms, and then that is called the dissociation energy. So if we want to find out the Schrödinger equation for the diatomic molecule, this is the mass of the first nuclei, mass of second nuclei, and then we can write it like this. This is the potential energy I explained here. So I is the wave function for the nuclei, E is the energy, and then if we take the concept of the reduced mass, suppose we are having the two atoms, they may be of the same element, if, or it may be the different element like HCl. Then in that case, the whole molecule will rotate around the center of mass. So in that case, we can take the concept of the reduced mass, and then in polar coordinates, we can write the Schrodinger equation like this. This is the radial part, and this is the theta and phi component, and then again 2 pi upon h plus E minus Vr. So we can write like this. Then, as you know, it is a very well technique that if you want to solve it, then we can use the separation of variable technique. In separation of variable technique, we can take the radial component and the angular part. So if we take this one, so what I expect that you can remember the hydrogen atom problem. What is the difference between this and the hydrogen atom problem? In hydrogen atom problem, you get that this Vr is 0. This is the only basic difference. So if you solve, then you will find that the phi is behaving like this, 1 upon root 2 pi e to the power I n pi, and this theta that will come like this, and this is a function. If we talk about the radial part, I will explain it more what will be its shape in my next lecture when I will talk about the rotational spectrum. This is the radial part. If we take the radial part, this first component 1 upon r square, and then this one together, and then from where it comes, if you can remember from the hydrogen atom problem, that if we take the angular part and the radial part on both sides of equal, and then we put a constant, so we get such type of j plus 1, that is a constant we obtain and then we solve, and therefore we have added here, and then if you take the r equal to 1 upon r SR, you will get such type of equation. So here you see that it is E minus Vr. It is just like equation that one particle with the reduced mass mu is traveling, or it is vibrating in this E minus Vr, and then it has also a rotational component J plus 1 h cross square. So it means that it has all the components, electronic, vibrational and rotational components. So now I will show what will be the potential diagram for this Vr J plus 1 h cross upon 2 mu r square. In the last equation, we saw that the equation is like that, radial part, that one particle of the mass mu, reduced mass, is moving along the potential V dash r, which has component Vr and J plus 1 h cross square upon 2 mu r square. It is related to rotational motion. And what is this one? This is related to Ve and plus Vnn, nuclear repulsion terms, and that depends on the vibrational motion. And this is the electronic energy term. Suppose the diatomic molecule at the Re position, then it is not vibrating, so the total term, that will be the electronic part of the energy term. So it means that energy has electronic part, vibrational part and the rotational part. Suppose if we take the term values, so what we will get, that we will divide all by Hc, and then we have the terms T equal to Te, electronic term, plus vibrational term, and that vibrational term is written as G, and that depends on the vibrational constant, vibrational quantum number, and then another is F, which depends on the vibrational quantum number V and rotational quantum number J on both. Because when there is a radiation, it means that molecule is rotating and it is also vibrating there along the internuclear axis while the rotation. So we have such type of term. Now if we take the term value and if we plot the energy levels, what we will get that these dashed line, that A and B are the electronic levels, and if the transition between these two transition levels A and B, what will happen that there are associated vibrational levels also. Vibrational levels, that is V double dash equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly, V dash has several levels. What is the specific thing that when we increase the value of vibrational quantum number, the spacing decreases. I will explain it when I will post my video related to vibrational spectra. Similarly, the rotational, which are very small, it is of the order of 10 to the power minus 3 electron volt. So when we increase the value of this rotational quantum number, the spacing increases little bit. So if we talk about the transition for a molecular spectra or molecular band, what happens that there is a transition between one rotational level to the another. So what will happen if we write it like this, rho equal to T dash minus T double dash, then that will give you, if we from here if we see TE dash plus G dash V dash plus F dash, this is the value here, and then again if we subtract, what we will get TE, similarly double dash, all the terms we will get like this. So what it will give if we collect the terms TE dash minus T double dash, similarly G dash V dash minus G double dash V dash, and this term minus this term, what finally we will get that is TE dash minus TE double dash. We can write it like mu E. This is simply, it will come into the wave number term, that will be nu E, nu V, and similarly nu R. So in the band spectra, we will have the combination of electronic part, vibrational part, and rotational part. So for a band, what we see that the transition is from rotational level to rotational level. It means if we see that this is 0, if you take VR equal to 0, then for those levels this nu E plus nu V, that will be constant, and that for this condition we will get the band origin. Similarly, if we take nu R 0 and nu V 0, so what we will get, that we will get nu equal to nu E, so that will give you the system origin. And you can see from here that there are so many levels are available, and the transition between these, that will give you the band spectra of the molecule. It means that the molecule, if we irradiate or if we take the spectrum, we will get a band type of system in the spectra of the molecule. Thank you.